Hello, everybody. This is Johnnie Geathers. Welcome to another JG Mental Health Fridays. I hope all of you having a great day so far. You just got your day started. I hope you have a great day. Just as a quick reminder, on April 25th, there will not be a JG Mental Health Fridays video because I'll be away for my fraternity's regional conference. So next Friday, I won't have a video, but now I'll return on the following Friday, which is May 2nd. So just as a heads up with that. So for today's topic is on grooming and relationships. And when we look at the aspects of grooming, I want to give you the definition of it. Grooming is when a person builds a relationship with someone to manipulate and abuse them. I'll say it again. Grooming is when a person builds a relationship with someone to manipulate and abuse them. And most of the times when we hear the word grooming, we always think about men grooming women, but grooming women, but really in reality, it happens with anybody. It could be men grooming women, women grooming men, and all those different aspects. But I want to tell you about the impact of grooming and how it impacts individuals. So the first thing of impact of grooming is that there's a loss of control. A loss of control for that individual where they feel like they don't have a sense of like say so or anything in a relationship. It always leads to the one person that does the grooming that take charge and everything. Another impact is normalizing behavior. So with the impact of being groomed, it leads to that person feel like, okay, this is a normal way of behavior. This is a normal way of how the relationship is going to go. So now they are capable, now they are capable that this is actually going to be the way it is in a relationship. So they're kind of really just already ground into it because it's been a consistent thing. So now it's in their psyche. Isolation is an impact of grooming because with isolation, most people that are groomed by a particular individual, they will lose relationships. They will kind of not want to interact with family, friends, and those different aspects. So it's more so of them being to themselves, but also being with that particular individual that they're in a relationship with, and stuff. So again, the impact of grooming in relationships, the loss of control, normalizing behaviors, and in isolation. Now, I want to go into the warning signs. The warning signs of grooming. So these are some things you need to pay attention and look at when it comes to the aspects of grooming. Change of behavior. If the individual's behavior is being changed, that's more so, to look into. New possessions. So new possession, it could be materialistic things, but also it could be a moment where there are things that they're actually like collecting or even like behaviors that they're picking up. And you're like, nah, this is not, this ain't you. Like what's going on and everything and such. And then withdrawal from relationships. So like I said before, as an impact of grooming, a warning sign is a withdrawal from a relationship. So if you see that individual is not being around their friends often, they're not being with family members as often and stuff, they say, oh, I'm doing this with my significant other, I'm doing this for my relationship and everything, that kind of lets you know that there's a sense of like grooming that's happening and stuff. So again, the warning signs are changes in behavior, new possessions, and withdrawal from relationships. But the coping exercise I want to leave you with today, if you know of somebody that's in a relationship and you feel like grooming is involved, or if you feel like within yourself that you're in a relationship and you feel like you're being groomed, build a support network. Build that strong support network where you can talk to them and go to them for help and say like, hey, I'm having a situation, I'm dealing with someone that is grooming me or dealing with somebody or having somebody that I feel like they're being groomed. So being able to build that support network to get through that situation. If it's either got to be particular family members that you got to go to, definitely go to them. If it's friends that you got to go to, go to them and everything. Just have a strong network to help you get you through that factor of grooming in a relationship. And like I said before, it's not just men grooming women and so on and so on. Everybody has a capability of doing some grooming in a relationship and stuff. So, but always have a strong support network and build that support network that will help you get you through a relationship where you feel like you're being groomed. And that's all I want to leave you with today. If you have any words or topics that you want me to address on JG Menard Fridays, you can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out the videos on there. Also, go on my website through Wix to check out the videos on there. Learn more about me. Check out articles I did for Healthy Living Magazine. Check out podcast episodes I've been on and ways to connect me for speaking engagements and other opportunities. As always, I appreciate all of you for your love and support. And now I'm going to leave with the closing message. Reflect on the positives, plan ahead, and relax. RPR. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Be well. Be blessed. And peace.